Shout out podcast for myself, Daps. Like I said, day 2, we're here. Remember, guys, for the next month, I'm going to release a video every single day. So we're going to get those views back up. We're going to get the engagement back up, all of that. Every single day, you're going to get content for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes each day. So me, Daps here, keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that. So where do I start today? So just finished watching Champions League, so I'm recording this after the Champions League matches now. And I'm going to start with Tottenham. Tottenham are so bad. The end. I'm playing. Do you know what it is with Tottenham, yeah? Like, there's no identity right now. There's no set way of playing. They literally look like they're just going with it. And they're playing football like, you know, at the end of the season when there's nothing to play for and the games just kind of peter out and they become like competitive friendlies. That's literally what we're seeing from Tottenham right now. I think there's a lot of work to be done with that team. I think you're looking at Harry Kane, and I'm going to start with him. I feel like Harry Kane, as much as he loves scoring, because he loves scoring, he's always going to try and at least score. But you can just see, when I was watching today, you could just see that, you know, you just got that feeling like, yeah, he's done. He's done here. Towards the end of that match, I was looking at him and his body language was one of like, I'm done. And you know what? Because he plays for Tottenham, a lot of the time I get onto him a bit. But if I'm being serious, if I'm being honest to myself, Harry Kane has given a lot to Tottenham. We all know that he's given his career to Tottenham so far. When there's been times he could have gone elsewhere and maybe won those trophies, but he stayed at Tottenham and, you know, really tried for them. But they're letting him down. They're letting him down. And you know, certain times there's players who play for clubs, and the fact that they've been there for so long, they deserve a trophy. They deserve the accolade to match their loyalty and match their, you know, love for their club. You know, we've seen it with, you know, Steven Gerrard. We've seen it with John Terry. You know, even if I go to abroad and, you know, Roma, and we see it with Totti, you know, when they finally get them hands on them trophies, it's like, you know what, this is for you. And Tottenham have just let him down, and I can honestly see him going in the summer. And today I had the Tottenham match, I had the Bayern Munich match up on the screen, and all I was thinking to myself was, do you know what? I could see Harry Kane at Bayern Munich. You know, if United don't come in for him, I can definitely see him, because Bayern Munich against PSG, you know, Mbappe didn't have the best of games at all. Messi didn't. I don't even want to talk about them right now. But what I did want to say is that they're playing with Choupo-Moting up front, and even though he's doing the job for them, you can see that they need that striker. They need that level up striker, and I can see them getting Harry Kane. But it depends if Harry Kane wants to go and move to Germany or not. So that remains to be seen. But yeah, everything about Tottenham, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at that midfield. I'm seeing Højbjerg. Højbjerg tries, and that's what I can say about me tries. Skip. I'm not having him. And I think Tottenham fans will see that he's not good enough for the level that they want to be, and that's no disrespect to him. But if you're going into these big Champions League matches against AC Milan, against midfielders who have that real quality, you want to be going in there with more than Skip. Do you get what I'm saying? They're coming up against Diaz and Tonali and Brozovic when he came on, and you know, you're just asking for too much from those players. But the one player I do want to talk about today is Christian Romero, because Romero is, I just don't get it. No matter how many warnings he's had, no matter how many pointless yellow cards he's got, he's been sent off twice now this season, and he just dives in recklessly and just never learns. And I get when he first came to the league, you know, that's what he's probably used to, but he knows better now. He knows better than to just be diving in recklessly like that. The first challenge he done, he's just the first challenge he just didn't need to do that. But Romero is always so quick to go to ground, and to me, people say he's a good defender. I say he's a good defender, but if I see you going to the ground like that often and messing up that often, it just lets me know that you're just not, you're maybe not as good as a defender as I thought you was. You know, I heard Janice in commentary talking about Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand was one of the best to ever do it in regards to reading the game, where he hardly ever had to slide, hardly ever had to. But Romero, is it that he can't read the game? Is it that he's just in such a hurry to just go and rattle someone to go and collect a bone from their leg? Like, what is it with Romero that he has to just dive in? He gets a yellow card in the first 15 minutes because he dived in. And to be honest, that's probably not even the worst one, because Leao kind of just left him and, you know, he got done. But the challenge was still too strong anyway. He didn't even bother trying to stay on his feet there. But then the sending off, you're on a booking. You're on a booking and you go and do that. And it just epitomizes Tottenham right now. Like, they're not doing anything correctly, and he needs to sort that out. And if he doesn't sort it out, I can't see Tottenham persisting with him. They'll probably get someone else in because he's not reliable. And that's the thing about Christian Romero again. Sorry, like, as a manager, you want to play with players, you want to coach players and manage players who are reliable. They can have all the ability in the world, but if they're not reliable, no manager wants that player. And Christian Romero is starting to become a player that you have to look at him and at least question if I can rely on him. Because in a game of that magnitude, to get a yellow card in 15 minutes, to get a second yellow card and get sent off, when, to be honest, you probably should have been sent off before for that other tackle you did on Diaz before with when you slapped his face or whatever it was. Like, you're not reliable. So he needs to sort it out and sort it out early, because it's not good enough. And I feel like no one pulls him up on it because he keeps doing it. This is his second season now, and he keeps doing these same things. You know, he got sent off against Man City. He got sent off today. Against Arsenal, he should have been sent off. I saw him against Chelsea. Like, mate, yeah, it's not good enough. So Tottenham are out. That's another season with no trophies. It's going to be interesting to see how their season finishes. Conte is going. I cannot see Conte staying at all. Conte doesn't even look interested. I know Conte probably recovered from his operation a good week or so ago, but then decided to come back a bit later because he's probably not that bothered. So I can see Kane going. I can see, if they don't make Champions League, Kulusevski isn't going to be there. Son, maybe. You know, they just look like they're over it, to be honest. And they need to sort it out, because obviously they can still get Champions League. They're in the position to get Champions League football right now next year. But if they continue to go like they are, they're not. And it might be a Europa League thing for them next year. So that's on them. Don't know how they're going to sort it out, but hopefully, not even hopefully, I don't even care, to be honest. All I'm saying is that they need to fix it. You know, time and time again, they go after, well, the last two appointments, is it two appointments? So Conte, oh yeah, and then they had, Espirito, whatever his name is, and Mourinho was one. Big name managers who they don't want to back properly. Do you know what I mean? So you can't keep doing this whole, let's get a good manager in, but still trying to, scrimp on the money and the players. The players aren't good enough. I'm looking at their defense, Eric Dyer, then Davis. I like Davis, but you'd hope that there's an upgrade and that coming in. You look at their midfield. The only midfielder in the centre that I really like, to be honest, is Bentancur. And then you look at their attacking option, Richarlison. We can go back in the archives in regards to Richarlison. I think he's a decent player, but when he went for 50 million to Everton, I was like, what the heck? When he went for 50 million to Tottenham, again, I was like, what is everyone seeing that they're rating this player as a 50 million player? Because I just don't see it. That's not me saying he's rubbish. That's not me saying he's awful. I just don't see where the 50 million came from. And I said it again when they bought him from Everton, and when Everton bought him from Watford. I just don't see it. It's like he's not clean. A lot of the play breaks down with him. He's not clinical. Like, he's he's becoming that player that's just there to be a nuisance. And for 15 million, you need a better return on your investment than what he's currently offering. So Tottenham have a lot to do, and the problem with Tottenham is that you can't see them going out and just spending 100, 200 mil, like 300 mil to just totally change what's needed. So they're going to try and get top money for Kane, and we're going to see how they reinvest, but you just never know with this Tottenham team. So, yeah, that's that. That's that for me. Fair play to Milan as well. Defended well today, played really, really well. Rafael Leao, man, he's a good player. He's a good player. And if he can keep improving, the way he does, then, if he can keep improving and keep taking strides to the next level, he's going to be some player. Hernandez, the captain, good player. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't really know too much about him. I've seen him a good couple times, but not really paying attention. But today, I don't know if that's maybe the best I've seen. That's why I'm probably noticing him. But he had a really, really good game, man. He's a really, really good player. And Tomori, of course, I've got to love Tomori. But yeah, PSG, man, they're done. PSG are done. I was watching that game with hopes that Mbappe, with the cameo that he had in the first leg, it's going to be a bit more of that in the second leg. There's going to be urgency. They're going to press. They're going to just be onto Bayern Munich, but none of that. It was absolutely none of that. It was so passive. It was breaking down. They looked so disjointed. Honestly, and even when you look at their team, we talk about PSG being this star-studded team, but they're really not. Once you go past the front three, which is obviously why people say they're a star-studded team, a lot of their team is average. And we're talking about Sergio Ramos, who's kicking, I don't even know how old he is, but he's an old player now. We're talking about Marquinhos, who's kicking on Verratti, he's kicking on, who ain't got the legs anymore. Apart from that, we're looking at the players surrounding. Vitinha got a lot of potential. I'm looking at the players they brought off the bench. Mate, like, they've got a lot of work to do, man. And, Mbappe didn't have a game. Didn't have a good game. He tried, but the balls weren't getting up to him. It was just bad. It was bad today, and I'm not surprised that they've gone out. I'm not surprised that they've gone out at all, because Bayern Munich were the better team over both legs, and deserved to win. So, good riddance to them. But I don't know. That's my Champions League roundup. Tomorrow, obviously, we're gonna have Arsenal roundup. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to discuss. Let's see. But guys, let me just see. So I was just reading something. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, man. I keep saying that and none of you are commenting, so I don't know what's going on there. But I'm just trying to see the stories that's going on, but I don't think there's anything. Let me see what TalkSport are up to. Let's see. The Kyle Walker stuff. Mate, what is Kyle Walker on? What is Kyle... Listen, guys, I'm not one to talk down on these players or whatever, like, or anyone when they get bagged, but you gotta be a bit cuter than that, man. Kyle Walker, exposing yourself in the flipping wherever you are, bro. You're better than that. You're better than that, and I don't even know what to say apart from you're better than that. And now it's come out. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. What are you doing? I mean, I can laugh about it, innit? Because to be honest, man is man. Man is man. And do your thing, but in the pub. Have a bit more class than that, man. Come on, Kyle Walker, man. So yeah, that one was a bit of a mad one. And he's mad silly. Yeah. But I think that's it. That's it for me. Yeah, that's it. So guys, let me know what's on the agenda. Make sure you're watching the games so that we can, you know, react to it together. If I can, I might try and stream the Arsenal match tomorrow, as in like do a live stream while I'm watching the game. If I can do that, then we're gonna get that done. But yeah, that's it from me. Until next time, guys, I'm out.